2024 geography paper. There were 18 questions from the geography, and majority of the questions are from physical geography. 2016 or 2015, that year was a drought year, continued drought year. And the drought year was because of two things. Indian drainage system is a favorite topic for them. One, climatology is a favorite topic for them. Two, third, oceanography, it's a favorite topic for them. And the fourth, agriculture. In the class, generally we study that which are the leguminous plants, which are not. Every plant, what are its characteristics? Every crop, what are its characteristics? That I'll. So good evening all of you. So today we will see the strategy for prelims 2025 geography and environment. Right? First and foremost, geography is a semi-scientific subject. It is mostly scientific subject. There are two types of questions that are been asked in the past. One, nature-based question, the conceptual questions. The second one is your map-based questions. If you look at the total last year, 2024 geography paper, first I will discuss geography, then environment. 2024 geography paper, there were 18 questions from the geography, and majority of the questions are from physical geography. If you look at this data, see, 2023 it was 14 questions, 2024 it was 18 questions, 2022 7, 2011 it was 11, 20 and 19. Now how to deal the questions that comes nature based questions and the map based questions. In the nature based questions also, see, there are many factual questions. Like one that was seen about your recently, the 2017, they have asked a question that which of the following countries are under the war? African countries. Okay, African countries were on the war. The question was asked because you can pull this answer. How? Majority of them, they were North Africa or South American countries. But only African country that was given, the only two African countries were given. These two African countries were drought prone countries. Drought prone countries. And mainly that year, 2016 or 2015, that year was a drought year. Continued drought year. And the drought year was because of two things. Okay, because of one thing, that is your El Nino and negative Indian Ocean dipole. Negative Indian Ocean dipole and El Nino, due to which there was a war for the water. There was a war for the water. That's why the question was asked. That's why the question was asked. So you can pull the facts from the facts, the nature. From the concept only, you can pull the answer. There are many factual questions, many. Like Jhelum River feeds Ullair Lake. There was a question, I'll show you also. Kolluri Lake feeds, Krishna River feeds the Kolluri Lake. And there was one question, in the geography, which of the following latitudes touches with Delhi? The options were given like this: Bangalore, Nagpur, Hyderabad. Is it factual? Is it factual? Yes, it is a factual based questions. It is a factual based questions. But how to do these such questions? How to involve in such questions? How to answer such questions? You have to draw the map. Simple. Yes, simple diagram. Longitudes, latitudes. Yes, simple diagram of your map and draw the longitude. Answer will be arrived. There are many simple questions, but people get confused. That 2 hours, you know, that 2 hours of exam where your mind will run like a machine. So you should be calm down in that 2 hours. Whatever you have learned, that you have to revise before and make, your mind should be very fresh in such a way that you are able to recollect, draw the map and do something. Clear? Yes or no? So see here. So which are the areas which are highly physical geography? First, I will come to the world geography, physical and world geography. If you look at here, physical and world geography, the number of questions that were asked in the climatology is high. So there are high yielding areas, very high yielding areas for UPSC. Favorite drainage system is favorite. Indian drainage system is a favorite topic for them. 1. Climatology is a favorite topic for them. 2. Third, oceanography, it's a favorite topic for them. And the 4th, agriculture. 5th, resources. These are the favorite topics for the UPSC. Majority of the questions comes from these areas only. These areas. But when you are dealing these areas, you should be very careful because there will be 2 options for this. Majority of the questions will come 2 options. Agriculture is an area because agriculture is an area where you require in-depth knowledge also. Example, they have asked the methods of rice cultivation, advantages and disadvantages. They have asked, there are 3 methods of rice cultivation. They have asked the method of rice cultivation, advantage and disadvantage. In-depth knowledge. Why? Because with you also Indian forest service people also are going to appear. So agriculture will be, you need to study the agriculture in depth one. Number 1. Is it clear? Like for example, you see, there was a questions. Okay, see here. But if you have a knowledge of climatology, geomorphology and oceanography and natural vegetation, you can answer this. Yeah, this is very simple. Andhra Pradesh, Kerala, Himachal Pradesh, Tripura. How many of the above are generally known for tea producing state? Generally, in the resource geography, economic geography, you might have studied that the tea producing areas are hilly regions. Yes or no? Hilly regions. Andhra Pradesh, does it have? Yes, it have. Hilly regions, it has. That is your northern part of the Andhra Pradesh. That is Araku Valley. You have the tea producing state. Tripura, hilly region. Yes or no? Himachal Pradesh, hilly region. Kerala, hilly, Western Ghats, hilly region only. That means, if you have a knowledge of climate, if you have a knowledge of topography, then you can answer easily without studying agriculture also. Got the point? Yes or no? Right? So, 1. You can see the next one. In 2021, they have asked from natural vegetation and agriculture. This is a combination of natural vegetation and agriculture. See, questions can come. The combination of climate and natural vegetation, combination of climate, geomorphology and climatology, combination of climate as well as your soil. It is an overlap. All these 5 chapters are overlapped. Indian drainage system. There can be change in the Indian drainage system also. There can be questions from the Indian drainage system linked with the other topics. There can be question that Indian physiography linked with the soil. There can be question, there can be possibilities are there. Like for example, oceanography linked with your climatology. Yes. So, if you look at this question, like for example, you see, the drumsticks, leguminous plants. In the class, generally we study that which are the leguminous plants, which are not. Every plant, what are its characteristics? Every crop, what are its characteristics? That I'll tell to the students. Is it clear? Right? So, This drumsticks is not a leguminous plant at all. Clear, right? And one more, there is a hint. Second, tamarind tree is an endemic to South Asia. It is also found in Africa. It is also found in Africa. Yes or no? Right? Then one. See, majority of the questions, if they are endemic, except animals, if they ask natural visitations are natural visitation, this plant is an endemic to South Asia, this plant is an endemic to India, this plant is an endemic to Africa, etc. Most probably, they are wrong. Except animals, I said. Except animals. Is it clear? Yes. One. Two. In India, most of the tamarind is collected as a minor forest produced. Yes. Right? India export tamarind and seeds of this. Yes. Seeds of this and tamarind are used in the production of biofuels. Yes. Is it simple? Very simple. Agriculture, you have to link. See, the current technologies in science and technology which are related with agriculture, that can be a question linked with your agriculture geography. Current technology, there can be a current technology linked with your agricultural geography. There are any, like for example, GM rubber. The question was asked in UPSC mains about the rubber. The question was asked about UPSC mains in rubber because recently GM rubber was launched in Tripura. A question was asked in mains. Yes or no? Same way, simple here. Whatever they are in there in the current news, they are geographical phenomena or they are geographical situations, whatever they are there, geographical things, that will be asked in UPSC prelims. Like for example, Israel-Palestine war is going on. Israel-Hamas war is going on. That not only can be based on map-based question, but also about your topography. Galilee Sea, Dead Sea, Golan Heights. All these can be questions that can come in the prelims. It is not only from map-based but also geographical based. That region is called as Levant region. Yes, that region is called as a Levant region. It is not only map-based but also geographical based. There are two rivers that are flowing from Anatolia region towards Turkey. From Turkey towards your Iraq and Iran. And these rivers are in the position of drying. Tigris and Euphrates. Dry. They are getting dry. So there can be, from that region, geographical questions can be asked. It is not only international relations, map-based question, but also geographical aspects. Deserts in that particular area. Okay, mountains in that particular area. One question was asked in 2024 about Rockies, there North America, Andes something, South America, something they have asked. That means there is a high probability chances of asking this also. So you have to see the theme. Last year, last before year, how the question was asked, same thing. There is a probability of chances, asking chances, same thing. Not same question, maybe changed. Geographical based questions or resource based questions. Okay, in the geography, resource based questions or climate based questions or geomorphological based questions or salinity based questions, oceanography, Dead Sea. There is a probability of chances of asking salinity based questions. So this year you have to thorough with these Dead Sea as well as your Galilee Sea. Right, clear? Yes or no? That is a probability. You can see. See, these are some questions are very simple. People do not read some questions and they generally, water efficiency, okay. Less water efficient, least water efficient. Answer is millet. They type. Yes or no? Least, which one is the least water efficient crop? Least water efficient crop. Which one is the least water efficient crop? That means least water efficient means more water which is using. Clear? People miss. Very simple. Very simple. Very, very simple things. You have to be thorough when you're, that's why I told you, whenever you read the question, read thoroughly. Answer will get automatically. That is where the students make the mistakes. Without reading the do not. Or sometimes there will be correct, do not correct, which are not correct also. People read the question, oh, which of the following might be correct? They'll take. So we have to read the question. This is very easy question. People made many mistakes. All 90% of the people made mistakes. Aspirants made the mistake by taking millets. Answer is sugar cane. Is it clear? So some questions will be very easy. See, in the climatology also. Climatology, you should be thorough with the concepts. Very thorough. In this climatology, they have asked the basic part of the climatology. Now they can move to the advanced part of the climatology also. And they have done. In the previous years, they have done. Like jet streams. Jet streams are only found in the southern hemisphere. Jet streams are absent in so and so places, so and so time. Right, clear? They have asked. So these are this time, that means 2024, they have concentrated on the basic part of the climatology. Now they can concentrate on the advanced part of the climatology. There were 3 questions of geomorphology last year, 2024. And that were very basics. Very basics. The yielding areas, these areas they have never touched. Now they are touching. That is weathering and erosion. Weathering and erosion, denudation process. It might be fluvial landform, or it might be, glacial or karst topography, or your aeolian landform, that is wind. Now they are going to touch, because last time there was a question on weathering and erosion, weathering of rocks. Weathering of rocks, like this question was there. Which of the following will bring acid rain? Statement 1. Those who know, do not answer. Statement 1. Carbon dioxide. Statement 2. Carbomonoxide. Statement 3. Sulfur dioxide. Statement 4. Nitrogen oxides. That is sulfur oxides and nitrogen oxides. Which of the following is true? Once, only 2, only 3, all 4, or only 1? Only? Which of the following causes acid rain? Carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, nitrogen oxide, sulfur oxides. Nitrogen oxides and wrong. What is your answer? That's it. Even carbon dioxide also bring acidic rain, which is having a pH of 6.8. Carbonic acid. Yes or no? Simple. That's what I said. Where you missed basics. You are missing the basics. If you stick to the basics, automatically answer will come. Automatically. Clear? All these are your basics parts. Basic part. Thickness of the troposphere. People read tropopause in Hadavidi. Yes or no? Kangaroo. People read. Of course, there are people. Thickness, if you do not know, draw. Whatever you have studied. Basic things I am telling you, that you stick to the basic, that is your class notes first. Class notes are the first source. If you repeatedly study these class notes, automatically answers will come. Clear? In geography, you can depend on the previous year's question. Based on that, the next future generation questions can be framed. But it is unlike in environment. In environment, it will not happen. Whatever you studied, the previous year's question, That is only for your reference. That's it. But same like of questions cannot be framed because environment is so dynamic subject. Yes or no? I'll talk to that. I'll come to that. Okay. But you see, water vapor, very easy question. Now you see this one. How to handle such questions? See this one. Consider the following description. Annual and daily range of temperature is low. Where it will be low? Where it will be low? Annual and daily range of temperatures are low. What is range of temperature? High temperature minus maximum minus minimum. Where it will be low? Where the seasonal changes are not too much. Seasonal changes are not too much. Where the seasonal changes are, polar gets 6 months sunlight. Yes or no? Equatorial. Equatorial. So generally we see first statement and tick the answer equatorial. Do not do that. Okay, come to the next. Precipitation occur throughout the year. Oh, very close to equator. That means it is very close. Equator, no? Equatorial type of climate. It is there. Yes, it is there. Answer is not that. We have to read the next one also. Precipitation is between 50 to equatorial type of climate occurs more than 200 to 250 centimeters. If you know this, answer is over. If you know the precipitation, that's why climatic regions, they have touched this also, climatic regions. In the past also they have touched monsoon type of climates, Mediterranean type of climates, based on the rainfall. See, 3 characters they will give you. 1, temperature. Second, based on the precipitation. Right? Third, that is precipitation and mainly 2 things. Precipitation and temperatures. Precipitation and temperature. If you study the climatic regions with these 2 conditions, answer is over. Plus also, one more you have to add. 3. Third one is natural vegetation. Natural vegetation. What type of natural vegetation is found in that particular type of climatic regions, climatic conditions. If you are touched with this, it's over. Answer is over. That's why I told you, climatology can be linked with natural vegetations also. Simple? As simple as that? Yes. If you stick to the basics. What are the basics? Read your class notes. First thing, read your class notes. Second thing, read your NCRTs. And third thing, read the current affairs. Current affairs. In current affairs, whatever the news which comes from the environment and geography, disaster management, link with your concepts. There is a landslide in Wayanad. Link with the environment, link with the geography. Over, done. What are the types of national parks which have? Wildlife sanctuaries they have? Or rivers which are flowing? What type of environmental conditions that prevail? Climatic regions. Over, answer. Clear? Yes or no? Right? So, answer is not China type of climate also. Because China type of climate, throughout the year there will not be any rainfall. Whenever the change in the pressure belt occurs during the monsoon season or summer season, rainfall occurs. Remaining season they are dry. Humid, subtropical. Subtropical. 100% this is not the answer. Then only left. Marine, west coast climate. Western coast climate. Marine, western coast of climate. They receive lesser temperature, lesser rainfall, 50, sometimes 250. Clear? Yes or no? So based on temperature, natural vegetations as well as your precipitation. They will give the tables also. Right? Table they will give you. Temperature, rainfall. January. That's why you need to study the annual range of temperatures as well as your daily range of temperature. No need to study annual range of temperatures. Like January, annual range is this, precipitation is this. February, range is this, precipitation is this. Now they will give you some gaps also. Like for example, in the month of May, June, July, August, no rainfall occurs. 0. But temperatures are there. Again, in the month of December, January, February, heavy rainfall. Which type of climate? Mediterranean type of climate. Summers are dry, winters are heavy rainfall. Over answer. So climatic regions. These are what called as a climatic regions. Understood my point? Then, see this question, 2023. Many people make mistake in this way. What is that? The total amount of insolation received at equator is roughly about 10 times that of received at the poles. Assume it is. Okay, 1. Statement number 2. Infrared rays constitute roughly 2/3 of insolation. 3rd, infrared waves are largely absorbed by water vapor that is concentrated in the lower atmosphere. 4th, infrared waves are the part of visible spectrum electromagnetic waves of the solar radiation. Infrared waves are the part of visible spectrum of the electromagnetic waves solar radiation. That is not the answer. Okay, simple. Answer is simple. What do you know about water vapor and insolation? What do you know water vapor and insolation? Water vapor traps insolation more. More water vapor, more insolation. Which is option? Which is option? Infrared waves are largely absorbed by water vapor that is in the lower atmosphere. Yes or no? Yes. Then infrared waves are the part of visible spectrum electromagnetic waves and solar radiation. What do you know? See, first of all, first 2 statements are wrong. Why? Simple funda. Number is given, statement wrong. 99.99% cases is that. You cannot read each and every question, apply each and every brain there. You need some tricks also. Is it clear? You cannot study only by going through the books, etc. UPSC cannot be cleared by reading only books. You need to apply some techniques. That will come when you practice it. Is it clear? First 2 statements are wrong. What are electromagnetic radiations? Electromagnetic radiations? A simple question that was asked. If you study electromagnetic radiations in the class, it's over. About the water vapor, electromagnetic radiation, infrared rays. Over, answer. Clear? Done? Next. Very simple. They are very, very simple. Now come to Indian geography. High yield areas in Indian geography. Okay, high yield areas. See, first one here. High yield areas. If you look at this, not this, where they have done. Right, see here. Environment, no. Physical geography, high yield areas are this 8. You can see this. Majority of questions mapping or this one. Mapping or this one. Right? High yield areas are climatology, oceanography, mapping, distribution of key natural resources. These 4. In physical, these 4. Even geomorphology also, first part, second part. In the first part, they have asked a question in second part, weathering. There is chances of asking first part, that is tectonic geography. Plate tectonics, rocks, volcanism. Volcanism also they have asked a question. Yes or no? Volcanism they have asked a question in 2024. So there is a high yield plate tectonics, folding, faulting, exogenetic and endogenic forces. And then also about the first one, continental drift, interior of the earth. These are high yielding areas because 3 questions. There can be reduced or they can increase. Right, clear? High yielding area. This is one. Then you see about Indian geography. Indian geography favorite topic again 2, drainage system and climate. Favorite topic. If you look at the UPSC, drainage system, 2 questions. Every year there will be 1 question about the drainage system. And this drainage system mainly 2 things you have to study. Okay, 3 things. One, which states, which cities and its origin and where it is merging. First point. Second point is tributaries of it. Left bank tributary, right bank tributary. There was a question about this year which arranged the following. Third is arrangement. North-south arrangement or east-west, west-east arrangement. 3 types. Is it clear? There was a question. See. This only through maps, that is through drawing. Only you can do this. Only through drawing. So mainly rivers, lakes and lagoons which are in the news. Rivers, lakes and lagoons which are in the news. Lakes also from wetland perspective, or which are in the news, whether because of the dry or due to some socio-economic activity or due to some political activities. Whichever are in the news, whether due to the political, whether due to socio-economical or whether due to this phenomena, environment. Is it clear? Right? Now here you see, this was a question. Which of the, with reference to the Himalayan rivers joining the Ganga downstream Prayagraj, that is Yamuna meets the Prayagraj at Ganga, Prayagraj, from west to east, which of the following? You have to draw. For that you need to draw. In your notes it will be there. Yes or no? Mapped, which has been drawn. If you revise it 2-3 times, then only it will get. Or simple. The last part, if you have seen, Kosi. Clear? So 2 options will be eliminated. Last is Kosi. After Kosi, it is Brahmaputra. You will enter into Brahmaputra region. And that's it, Brahmaputra region. Yes or no? Tista is a Brahmaputra part. So Brahmaputra region. So eliminated. Yes or no? अब बचे कितने? 2. Which one? Ghagra and Gomti. Gomti is passing through which city? Lucknow. Prayagraj is near to Lucknow. Answer over. Applied logic है कि नहीं? प्रयागराज के पास लखनऊ ही है ना? It is near Lucknow. So what will happen? Gomti river. Gomti is on the banks of river Gomti. On the banks of river Gomti, Lucknow city, Lucknow is there. Or answer? Yes or no? Simple. Gomti. Then no need to study anything. Gomti, Ghagra, Gadak, Kosi. Answer over. Second way of answering. Logic. For that you need to see the map. Okay? 10 times, 15 times, 20 times you have to see the map. Without seeing, it is impossible. Point clear? Yes? Right. See, these are the again areas. 2021 to 2022. Physical geography, climatology. High yielding area, because climatology equal to environment. That's it. Climatology is equal to environment. Right? See, Indian geography. So, main thing is this. Main thing, the areas. The areas. You see, most areas, mineral resources of India also. 1, agriculture is 2, climate is 3, drainage system is 4. In my preference 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, natural vegetation also 5. These 5 areas, high yielding areas, these are. Of course, locational factors, etc., that only through the maps you can study. Is it clear? Right? Through the maps only you can study. Right? So this is about your India and world physical, that is physical as well as economic and others, geography. Point clear? What to study now? What to study? Simple source. First, stick to your class notes. Okay? And do one thing. Take small book, hand, this much small book. Write all facts that are there in your class notes. All facts that are there in your class notes in that book. Okay, number 1. Over? Yes or no? If you are thorough with the concept, facts cannot disturb you at all. You can easily score. Okay, number 1 is take a small book. Third, second is go through the magazine, current affairs magazine. Whatever facts do you find in the current affairs magazine, again write. Again write it. Okay, these two should be your fact source, nothing more. Now what you do, whatever facts which you have covered from the magazine, which magazine? Any magazine. Okay, our institute magazine you take from the last June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. No need to study any April. March, enough. Is it clear? March. If you want to study, you can study April. Right, clear? March is enough. How many months? How many months? June to March. 10 months. 10 months. Hardly you will get 4 or 5 papers. Or 15 papers. Hardly from one magazine you will get 15 papers. 15. I am telling with environment. With environment. 15, 20. Write all facts. And study. Whatever facts you have missed, that means you do not know whichever concepts which are not there, study from that facts. Facts are there, study the concept. Either from, in the class notes, if it is not there, study from standard textbook, any textbook. Over answer. You can deal 100% about that geography. Agriculture also, same thing. Minerals also, same thing. Minerals, if they give some lithium, go to your class notes. If it is not there, go to the textbook. Sort it down wherever these lithiums are found in India. Okay, arrange there, or just see the district names if they are in the news. District, state, district, state, district, state, district, state. That's it. Fact and its concept. Fact and its concept. Facts from your class notes, facts from the magazine. Answer over. Nobody can, out of 18, you can do 12. So remaining 6, that depends upon your mood. If your brain is running very fast, it cannot catch some questions. Unless and until you are free. Exam के बाद paper देंगे तो पूरा 18 को 18 आएगा. In the exam only 12. That's why I told you. Is it clear? Yes or no? Done with the geography? Any doubts from the geography? Geography section, any doubts? Ask. Nothing. Acha. Okay. See the questions also. Acha. See, this was a question I was talking about. Clear? Central Asia, oaks. Oaks is Central Asia. Wrong? Right. Oaks. Wrong. It is Block Mountain. France. Yes or no? It's France. Then in between the Black Forest and Oaks, there is a Rhine Valley. Rhine Valley is there. Rhine Valley. Here block mountains. These two are block mountains. They are block, not fold. If you know oaks are block mountains, that's enough. No need to search place also. Yes or no? Right? Europe, Alps. Or it is a folded mountain. Yeah. It is formed due to the Africa and Eurasia. Folded mountain. Over answer. Then North America, Appalachian mountains. Fold mountains they are. They are the first landform mountains which are formed along with Scandinavian and Aravalli. Yes. South American Andes, fold mountain. Answer is only these two. Over. If you know, that is what geomorphology. Clear? If you know, it's easy to answers. Now environment. Come to the environment. Okay, come to the environment. What to study? This is very dynamic. Very, very dynamic in nature. Highly. Because out of the, if it is given, there are topics. These are the topics. These are the topics. What are the topics? Ecology. It will be provided. It will be provided. Okay, don't worry. Don't take picture. Do hard work. Ecological, that is environmental ecology, first chapter. If you look at here, from past 5 years, that is 2022, 2023, 2024, there was no question. Chances of asking question is there. Ecological, environmental ecology. High yielding areas are, in 2021, they have asked about biogeochemical cycles. They have asked about food chain examples, diatoms. Yes, they have asked herrings, etc. Again, after that, some terminologies have been asked previously. What is ecosystem? What is ecological niche, etc. Some terminologies were there, not many. But there is a high probability chances of asking again. Here, the chances are like, mostly I feel the chances are from biogeochemical cycles again or ecological succession areas. Ecological succession, one area. Then also the other areas are ecosystem services. Other areas, ecosystem services. Right? Ecological succession, ecosystem services. Then interactions. Biotic, abiotic. Interactions. That can be there. Is it clear? Terminologies, they have gone. Over. That time is over. Now they will not. They will ask you examples regarding this. Many things are there. When you study examples, then, like for example, biotic, abiotic interactions are there. Biotic, abiotic. Like, this is where the biodiversity also comes into the picture. When biotic and abiotic interaction takes place, generally the biotic species, what they do, either they regulate themselves with the surrounding atmosphere, either they suspend. They either they regulate or suspend. Suspend means either, they sleep 6 months, hibernation. Or generally, they stick to each other. Like monarch butterfly. Monarch butterfly, generally to retard their growths in winter season, they are migratory species between Canada, between your USA and Mexico. These butterflies, they stick together. When they stick together, the growth will retard. This is what called as a biotic and abiotic interactions. Biotic and abiotic interactions. And you all know that biotic interactions. But there is biotic already asked. Biotic, abiotic interactions. Examples. That is an high yielding area. Ecological succession, they have not asked. That is a high yielding area. Ecosystem services, high yielding area. Though the questions have been asked in previously, that is also high yielding area. Point clear? Yes or no? This is what called as, and also the interactions, that is your feedbacks, feedback mechanism, positive and negative feedback mechanisms. That is also high probability chances. Right? What is biological carbon pump? What is biological carbon pump? You know, I know. What is biological carbon pump? Anyone? Carbon dioxide is synced, sequestration is done, that is stored for longer period of time. Because of the decomposition rates are very slow. Then they are called as biological carbon pump mechanism. Yes, terminology. See the terminology. Right? Clear? Yes or no? This is how they can ask you. So stick to the class notes first. Stick to the class notes. That's more important. Is it clear? 1. 2. Biodiversity. Very dynamic topic. Very, very dynamic topic. They will give you the species which are sleeping in the night, which are active during the night, or which are rolling, which are eating, others, etc. Which type of questions? Their gestation period or the pregnancy period is like this, or female is following male, or male is following female. There are questions. But see, in this biodiversity, only through current affairs, and it's because the environment biodiversity mostly linked with your background of science background. Out of many, you cannot answer many. In environment, the main thing what you need is not the in-depth of knowledge. You need horizontal expansion. The more horizontal expansion you do in environment ecology, the more score you can do. Horizontal means what? Information collection. Greenwashing. I do not want to go into the types, etc. in depth of greenwashing. What is greenwashing? If I know, that's enough. That means horizontal expansion rather than vertical. Yes or no? Right? Gutenberg protocol. Right? If I know this Gutenberg protocol, then I would have able to answer it easily. That means vertical is not needed. Horizontal expansion is needed in environment. The more information that you collect, the more chances that you are there. Point clear? Biodiversity is high yielding area. Out of 8, you cannot answer even 6 or even 2 also. Right? For that, there is a technique. For that also, logic will be there, or either you have a science background, or that means you need to read science, general science, biology. That comes from class 12th, biology, NCERT, chapter number 13, 14, 15, 16. Chapter number 13, 14, 15, 16. See, first is class notes, I will say. Class notes is number 1. Second is your this. Third is your magazine. When you read, these are 3 only sources. One should be your class note, one should be a standard book, one should be your magazine. Newspaper, combination of magazines. If you read these 3, nobody is going to stop you in clearing prelims. And if you do not read geography and environment, 35 questions last year, over. Clear? Done? Simple, as simple as that. If you want to clear prelims, you need to read environment and geography, compulsory. Those who have read it, they have cleared it. Those who did not read it, they are trying for 2025. That's it, simple. Clear? Yes? The high yielding area is one more, environmental degradation. And environment degradation option is all the above. Majority, I'm telling you, majority. Majority. That is a trick. Generally, that is a trick from last 2013 to 2024. But be careful. For that, you need to read. And that is magazine or elements which are present in the news. Gases which are present in the news. Air pollution is there in Delhi. There might be some gases which are in the news. There might be some elements which are in the news. Read about it. A landslide is there. There might be something. Read about it. Is this clear? Degradation. Plastic. Microplastic. This is a high yielding area. Microplastic. High yielding area. High yielding area. This is. Plastics are high yielding area. Microplastic treaty. And plastic overshoot day. That is also. It is a high yielding area. Last year the question was never asked. We expected, everyone, not we, everyone expected plastic overshoot. This year they can. People forget. When people forget, UPSC remembers to ask a question. This is how UPSC goes. Is the point clear? Yes. Environment degradation. High yield area this is again. But majority of questions you can answer. If no trick. Clear? Done? Next one is climate change. Which is very, which are frequently in the news. About COP16 biodiversity. That is COP16 biodiversity. COP29. Initiatives taken by the government of India in fighting with the climate change. Terminology. IPCC reports. Or any international organization that has given report on climate change. Terminologies are important. Don't read throughout the 365-300 pages. Otherwise, you also become journalist in climate change, CSC. Center for Science and Environment. Is it clear? Only terms or index last, which is there, summary like. That's it. Clear? And the last one, environmental organizations, and this generally, this is through current affairs. So, three things. One, stick to your notes. Second, revise your notes. That is a standard book, any book, standard book. And third, magazine. If you do not understand the concept in the magazine, whatever their factual information which is there or something which is there, refer your class notes. If you do these three, selection is sure shot. Pakka. Nobody is going to defeat you. If you do not do any of the thing, sir, magazine पढ़ा था, मगर class notes भूल गया. That means you have forgotten to build the base. You have constructed a house in the air. It will collapse one day. Point clear? Yes. Horizontal expansion. More you take in environment, more information you take from in the environment, more questions you can answer. Done, all of you? Yes. Any doubts in environment? Any doubts? You see, one question. Look at this question. Some mushrooms have medical properties. Yes. Some mushrooms are properties. This properties. Answer, some is there. Yes or no? People think, some means UPSC will not ask. This is not wrong logic again. Okay? Answer is all the above. Some. Do not forget it. Is it clear? Some means correct only. It is not a logic. It is not a code. Is it point clear? Yes or no? Any doubts? Any doubts in this? Then you can ask me. Standard book you can purchase Neeraj Nachiketa sir book, or that's more than enough. Neeraj Nachiketa sir, enough. Clear, right? That book is enough. One magazine. Then you can cover your static information. Clear? Yes. But do not forget to read 12th Chapter number 13, 14, 15, 16. Right, clear? NCERT. Any doubts? How to answer, what are the tricks? Later, not now. First you read, then come. Right, clear? You should fix like this. Next 10 days, every day 3 hours, I should finish my environment. From up to December, magazines which are there and static information also. Every day 3 to 4 hours, I should finish. For some of you, geography and environment is done. Yes or no? So you can do that. Next 10 days, I should finish environment. Okay, after that, again target. Small targets. Next 10 days, 15 days. Based on your capacity. I'm not telling 10 days exactly. Based on your capacity. Write. Unless and until write, you do not write, you cannot remember. You cannot remember, you cannot, if you do not revise, you cannot revise. You cannot revise, you do not remember. You do not remember, you cannot write in the exam. So write in the small book facts which are there, which are useful. Okay, National Highway length is 782 kilometers, not these facts. Clear? Right? Which probability of asking question. Done, all of you? Any doubts? Any more doubts? Balcony? Any more doubts? No. Acha. Okay, then we'll leave. Right, done.